Do you love radishes? Like, we love radishes around here. We love that spicy little kick as a snack, in a salad, on a sandwich. And that's just radishes raw. You can saute radishes, you can cook with the radish tops. There's a lot that you can do with radishes. So if you're wondering, why would you plant radishes otherwise? They're fun. They're super fun, and they come up super fast. So by the time you're watching this video, it's a little late to be doing radishes in Arizona, unless you have some specially cooled environment that I don't have. But if you're in other parts of the world where you're just kind of getting through your frost times and you love the thought of planting something that you sow the seed and it's up ready for you to eat in a month or two, then radishes are for you. So let's go check out this radish harvest, and hopefully it tempts you, since you've probably seen this process from when I planted the radish seeds. And so this is gonna kind of bring us all the way around to harvesting that radish. So hopefully it inspires you to incorporate radishes into your garden if you're in Arizona this fall, and all throughout the winter into the spring, until it probably gets, you know, consistently in the 80s. And if you're somewhere else, then check it out too. It's time for a little update. This is gonna be really gappy because I haven't been back on track since I came back in town, but that's why we're here today, to check out how things look that I planted before I left. So this is a Mizuna that's really, I'm curious what these bigger leaves taste like. I've had some smaller ones on like an open face breakfast sandwich. These are about to anyway, these radishes all were planted like the week of March 6th, 7th. So they are really ready to go. So that's what we're gonna do right now, is pull some of these radishes, probably pretty much all of them, and then maybe we'll see, that one maybe could have stayed a little bit longer. So maybe we'll go for the ones that we can actually see peek it out, because this one is a good one. I don't want to pull too hard because I know there's probably other seeds around here. Now, you can eat these. I might give them a taste because I've never tried to eat them. I've got gloves on because a lot of times, like on the stem, you might be able to see down there, they're a little spiky. But you can eat the leaves. So if I decide they're too bitter or something, then they're just gonna go in my compost. So this one I can kind of see peeking, so I don't know, maybe we'll give that one a couple more days. This one has got there we go. This one's got a nice shoulder display, and it's trying to go to seed. So we're gonna take it. It's a round one. So I've got like 2 or 3 different varieties. So that's a little one. We'll let it go. And then we'll see, this one is good and ready. So see how it peaks the shoulders when it's really ready. So I'm going to twist it a little bit. Trying not to disturb the soil too much, because I really kind of did a lot of interplanting here. So this one, it's got a lot of top stuff, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as big. It's got a long root base. Still looks pretty nice. And then we're just going to pat things back in place. We're going to let that one go a little bit longer. See, this one, we'll take it. That one's a good one. And then this one we'll take. And then there's some smaller ones, but this one is like a French radish, French breakfast. This one's already lost the top, it looks like. So these, when it pushes itself out, you can pretty well know that it's done doing its thing. So the French breakfast is pretty neat. Cutesy, as my daughter would say. That's a big word around here these days. So those are all peeking their shoulders. So we're going to take them and put them in our basket. Shake off some dirt there. This one, I don't know. I think I'm still going to go ahead and take it, because it's far enough out there. Now, and we just need to cut this back and everything, because I planted, you can see one there and one at the end, and this. I planted like squares of 12 all along here of different lettuces. And so this spot, and obviously anywhere else that's bare, those didn't come up. So I came back and I just kind of did a real random planting. I didn't use the marker box to do it. So some of that second planting that I did since I came back from spring break is coming in. Look at this one. It's like pushed itself all the way laying flat. So I just went along here and like every 12 inches or so I would plant a different pack of radishes. And this, like, the tough thing too, I was just telling my husband, is I didn't mark any of this stuff when I planted. So these lettuces that look really awesome, like I don't even know what they are. So some more of these French breakfasts that have pushed themselves completely out of the soil. Like, get me out of here, lady. It's getting too warm. Now this is where I should have done some better thinning. Like this one is okay, but this one is nothing. But this one is, something's biting me. This is huge. This is great. Look at that. That's a really good one. That is encouraging. That's like probably one of the biggest ones I've ever got. So these are back to more of the round variety. So radishes are so fun because they're like always like one of the first things to come up in the garden. And you know, it's fun to do them alongside carrots, because this is carrots. So the radishes will come up first. They'll kind of keep the carrots safe until, you know, they're ready to come up from something digging at it. And then you get to have a treat. My uncle asked me when we were visiting recently, like, what's the appeal of radishes? Well, we really like the taste of them, but the first thing I said is they're fun because they come up so fast. Look at this. Because I also planted a rainbow variety of radishes, so believe it or not, that's a radish too. So this is another one that did not do well because it did not get thinned. This is another one that didn't get thin, that's white. That's a really pretty white though. I'm getting quite the basket. Look at this one. Nice and big. I'm going to just go ahead and take all these, no matter what size they are. That's two that were really close. Look, their roots are even tied up with each other. Now we got a couple over here. Some more French breakfast. So all in all, like that's lettuce right by a bean. So we got all the radishes except for those couple that are down there. And you know, it's getting kind of warm, but it's still kind of going back into the 80s a little bit over the next couple weeks. So maybe if you wanted, you could get another quick run of radishes out. I only saw one that was trying to go to seed, and it's probably from that day where it kind of spiked up to the high 90s. Those tomatoes I put in are doing real good too, but there's a cantaloupe. I don't know if you can see that. I was just about to say my cantaloupe and watermelon hadn't come up yet, but there's a cantaloupe and there's a cantaloupe. But no, I wonder, because I planted watermelon along here, so I wonder if that's why I was trying to be gentle, but I may have dislodged some watermelon when I was coming through here. Some of these are more ready to go than I gave credit for. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take these. That way, yep, because see, there's a watermelon right there. So if I would have left those, then it would have made it hard to pull out around that watermelon. So, and here's another watermelon. So this is so fun. This is why I love growing things from seed. So we're going to grab this one too so it doesn't disturb that watermelon as it grows. So that's 1, 2, I think I dislodged the watermelon that was right here. So we'll just have to see if we see another one over here. Maybe back up these leaves some so it can be sure and get through. But the only thing is I over mulched a little bit, but I got I've had to replant these because these were lima beans. I've had to replant those a couple of times. Not a great patch. But then almost all of these are more like supposed to be like the French style, real skinny green beans. They all really kind of came up the first time, but these did not, because I know I planted at least 6 of them and only 3 of them came in. So here, like April 12th, we're having some pretty great success in the garden. Now we've got, because if anything, I could always saute these leaves just like you would collard greens or mustard greens, and I could eat them like that if I don't like them in a salad. So no matter what, they're not going to go to waste, and we're going to head off and give these a wash.